Hello and welcome to the 21 Day Kindness Challenge webinar. We are excited about having you today. Everyone is muted, and if you have any comments, please use the chat box down below. It should be at the lower end of your screen. We are going to get started, and I'm going to share my screen, so bear with me. All right, you should be able to see my screen now. If you can you go ahead and just chime me a note saying that you are able to see my screen? Perfect, great. Looks like everybody can see my screen. As I said, thank you so much for coming today, and I am Justina Bryant. I am the founder and president of the 21 Day Kindness Challenge, and joining me today, behind the scenes, if you will, is Christy Tall, Vice President. Thank you for joining us at this webinar, and we are so excited to share with you all the information about bringing kindness to your campus. Our children need our help. Incidents involving students in school shootings reportedly are caused, at least in part, by bullying. Some of these statistics you probably already know. 77% of students report they are bullied at school, and 160,000 students stay home every day in the United States for fear of being bullied. And 1 in 5 students admit that they themselves are responsible for bullying their peers. These are statistics we'd like to address and change. Our program is about kindness. The 21 Day Kindness Challenge is about empowering youth to change their world through kindness. Our program is student-led, and it teaches today's youth to be caring, effective, and proactive leaders. It emphasizes respect for others, promotes responsible decisions, creates a positive atmosphere, develops empathy, and strengthens school community while increasing positive behaviors. We have developed the program at 3 different levels: elementary, middle, and high school. Currently, we're discussing middle school. We have age-appropriate activities that meet all of our schools' needs. The 21 Day Kindness Challenge program motivates students, teachers, principals, staff, everyone on campus to do 5 acts of kindness every day for 21 school days. And when promising to do these acts of kindness every day, the school community unites together and builds a stronger, more inclusive, and healthier school climate and culture. The 21 Day Kindness Challenge program, it is comprehensive, as in we give you all the materials that you would need and support you need to run a successful kindness challenge. It includes a step-by-step guide with a checklist, so you know exactly what to do at whatever point you're at. Other materials include kindness strips for recording your acts of kindness, spotted cards. These are cards for administration or staff, like yard duties or librarians, people who are walking around the campus and interacting with the children, not in a classroom setting. You also get wristbands for the students and the adults on campus, because everyone is involved. You have classroom boxes where you put your kindness strips that have written. Each classroom, library, resource room, office would have a kindness box. We offer home extension, so the homes and families can get involved in the kindness challenge. Each week is 5 options for a family to do. They could either do it nightly, or they could just choose one and do it during the week. We also offer optional kindness projects for the classroom teachers to to be able to participate at their leisure if that's something that they'd like to do. We have weekly classroom projects that I just discussed, and then we also have daily writing prompts as well as videos that are available on our exclusive website. Our program is really easy to implement. It is ran super easy with our processes that we've already put in place. We have a plug and play package that we have based upon school size, and we'll get into that a little bit later throughout the webinar. We also have an individual classroom program that is available that's on our website as well. We offer training and support. Schools that are participating, as I said, they have access to our exclusive website where we've developed a comprehensive online training that walks the lead person through the Kindness Challenge, from planning to implementation to celebration. Additionally, we give you weekly emails so you feel support throughout the entire process. The emails are updates and reminders and checklists. On our exclusive website, you would find training for videos for the lead person as well as for the student groups. There are support videos to walk you through about unpacking your boxes, for filling the boxes. There's also multiple printable materials and templates that you would give support for classroom teachers, families, and the community at large. We, as I said, have a special section for student leaders. These are videos that are empowering them to lead the Kindness Challenge. And then we have presentations available for you to show your school community and your parent community. The other thing that we offer are qualitative and quantitative data. We provide you with surveys that you can do before and after the Kindness Challenge, so that way you really see the impact the program makes on your campus. We gather feedback from students, teachers, staff, counselors, principals, and parents. And then we also track your total acts of kindness and how the Kindness Challenge has impacted negative behaviors as well as positive behaviors. We ask questions about referrals and the overwhelm, as well as all this sense of campus. Our program is unique because it is student-led. We have found that the peer-to-peer relationships create a deeper connection. Our program is intentionally designed for 21 days in order to create a lasting habit. We are super proud. We are making a large impact. We currently have had the program in 24 schools in the last 2 years. We have touched 17,000 lives, and we recorded over 170,000 acts of kindness. 95% of our schools say they cannot wait to bring it back year after year. 98% of our students that participated in the Kindness Challenge says that it creates a positive impact on campus, meaning they feel like their campus is safer and they're excited to come to school every day during the Kindness Challenge. And 100% of our kindness coaches would recommend the 21-day Kindness Challenge to other schools. How it works. So who runs the program at your campus? As I said, our program is student-led, and it's led by student leaders with guidance from a lead teacher or a lead parent. And in our program, we refer to these amazing people as kindness coaches. This lead person or kindness coach can be a teacher, parent, a yard duty, librarian, counselor, nurse, custodian, pretty much any adult with a passion for making a difference at your school. We have had all of the above participate and run the Kindness Challenge. The student leaders They can be student leadership, if there's something that's already in place like that on your campus, an after school club, fifth or sixth graders, depending on your school demographics, as well as any other group that you may know of that would thrive in this role, or someone that you just know would really enjoy doing something like this. These students are responsible for planning, announcing, and organizing the weekly kindness projects. How much time does it take to plan and implement the kindness challenge? Planning your school's kindness challenge really is not overwhelming. It takes 1 to 3 hours each week, and there is about 3 weeks of planning followed by the 21 days of kindness. During the planning period, the kindness coaches complete our online training program. They meet with student leaders. They meet with the school community to explain how the kindness challenge will work on their campus, and they will distribute materials at that time. The kindness challenge really does fit into your school schedule. You decide when the best time is for your school to hold a challenge. Keep in mind, however, the greatest impact and lasting change is if you were to do this over 21 consecutive school days. And a question that we get a lot is, how much time does it take away from classroom teachers? Teachers really can spend as little or as much time on the program as they want. Teachers have the option to show a 1 to 3 minute video daily to reinforce the kindness challenge, as well as there are daily writing prompts from as little as saying, here are the 5 acts of kindness I'm going to do today, to answering a question that prompts a kind response. Additionally, we provide classroom teachers with weekly projects, as I stated before. These are things that they can do with their students. Maybe it's a select of students, maybe it's a specific class that they'd like to do around campus to create a kinder atmosphere. We also encourage students or teachers to give students time to fill out their kindness strips inside the classroom setting to create a kindness chain. The program cost breakdown, we offer packages for every school size. If your school size isn't on here in particular, we can definitely work with you and just let us know. The program costs about $1 per student. The average school size that we've been dealing with is about 700. That is including staff and students. So that would be our elite program, 700, and the cost on that is $789. Some ways schools have helped pay for the program is schools have budgets and funds set aside for possibly for an anti-school program, improving school climate, and or a wellness campaign. If you're planning your school's budget for next year, you might want to consider setting some funds aside in one of these areas. Another way is students, parents, administration. They've reached out to their parent groups, such as PTAs or parent alliances, to help pay for the program. Other schools have asked school or community organizations. We've had the 4-H sponsor a program, Rotary clubs, Chamber of Commerce, the Lions Club, and or extra support from a small business that cares passionately about the school. Another fun way a school did it was they really wanted to give students an opportunity to raise money for the program because they felt that it would give them an invaluable leadership skill as well as career skills for the future. They had their students do a number of small events such as bake sales and rummage sales. They even did a run-walk campaign to help them pay for the program. So now it's your turn to do a little bit of homework. We'd like to see have you brainstorm some ways to be able to bring the kindness challenge to your program. So if you can grab a pencil and a piece of paper, and these are some initial planning steps to help you get started on bringing the kindness challenge to your campus. So the first thing that I'd like you to do is write down 4 names of people who can help you run the kindness challenge on your campus. So again, this could be, a teacher, a parent, the librarian, an office staff member, possibly an after-school coordinator or activities director. Just write 4 names down, and when you are finished with that, can you go to the chat box down below and let me know that you have your 4 names. Okay, it looks like we've got, we'll give it a couple more minutes. Great, it looks like everybody has their names. So the second one I'd like you to do is now think of a list of students or student groups or possibly clubs that you think would really embrace bringing this to your campus. Again, if you have a student leadership in place, after school club, and then just ping me when you're ready. Awesome. Great. Looks like everybody's sent in that they are ready. So the last thing is to identify the optimal time for you to bring the challenge to your school in next year's calendar. If you don't have one available, my suggestion is just to write down a couple months that you think it would work, and remember that you're going to need that 3 weeks of prep time, and then followed by the 4 weeks of planning or running the challenge. But also keep in mind that there's breaks and holidays and any other school conflicts. Some schools have done it where if they want to do their 3 weeks of planning, where they get together with everybody, they educate the school community as far as the teachers and the staff, and then they go on their break, and then they come back, and with a fresh start, they do that. So I have a good question that just popped in here. So they'd like to know if it's better to start the school year off or do it in third quarter. And the truth is we've had success with both. It really depends if your student group that you're thinking of is formed at the beginning of the year. So that would be the suggestion that we have, is that tipping point is really, when is that student group formed, and when does that really happen? We've had success with a lot of people doing it towards the tail end of the year, because that's when students start to get a little bit more rowdy and rambunctious, and just bringing awareness to campus, it really helps with that too. So it depends on what works best for your school. But table that one if you don't know the answer, and just keep that in the back of your mind. So how do we bring kindness to your campus? So there are a few things that we're offering today since you're in the webinar. We are doing the pre-orders for next year, where you get a 10% discount on materials. in our package. So you would put in this discount code at our website here at 21 Day Kindness Challenge /store. And it's all exactly as it is, capital S, capital P, and then 2016 with no spaces, spring pre-order 2016. We do take purchase orders. You can upload those online, or we also take credit cards, whatever works more convenient for you, just so you know that that is there. And we'll email you the discount code so that way you have it. And also, we will email you we promise to send you a kindness project. So we will also email you the kindness project today, later on. So now it's time for any questions, little Q&A. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to just ping me, and I will answer it or Christy will also take some questions. So we have a question is, how often is the challenge used by middle schools? That's a great question. We did start a pilot program last year, and we had 3 middle schools do the challenge. Right now, we have 2 middle schools running the challenge actually as we speak. And so they've had great success. The students love it. The great thing about middle school and the recommendation that we have, especially when it's choosing your peers, is to think about who the influencers are and try to get as many of different groups together in order to really get into the peer-to-peer reaction. How many students, can I ask, do you have on your campus? If you don't mind letting me know. Okay, 500. So, and how many students are in the booster club that you were talking about? And also, I mean, if we could talk specifics. So if you have a school of 500, you're intending to use your booster club, and what grade levels do you have? Is it a traditional junior high of 7th and 8th, or is it a 6th, 7th, and 8th? Okay. So you have a handful of about, 10, I got it, 10 6th graders in your booster club, about 8 in 8th graders, and no 7th graders. Okay, perfect. No, that's great. I mean, those students must have come to you. They must be super excited about doing something on campus. So they are really great people to start with. the one of the middle schools that is running it right now, what the principal actually did was reach out to the teachers and ask who they would recommend that might also would like to be a part of it. And they've had really great success kind of putting their feelers into different groups because of those recommendations. So that might be a way to gear up your numbers a little bit for the leaders. Okay, if there aren't any more questions, don't want to take up too much of your time. Thank you so much for being a part of this. If you have additional questions, please feel free to reach out to us over email and or over the internet. So our email address that would be best is almost like this. So 21day kindness challenge at gmail.com. Yeah, that would be awesome. Oh, thank you, Christy, for adding exactly 21day kindness challenge at gmail.com. We are so excited and we really hope that we've answered most, if not all, of your questions. We look forward to the amazing things that you can do on your campus. And please, again, feel free to reach out to us if you have any additional questions. And we really do hope you have a great day.